And we're back. We're back, Choke City. We're in the studio, dude.
Sponsored by the Pentecostal Church of Houston, Texas.
Yep. Come out and see us every Sunday. We do sets. And
you scared to rape a bitch? I can't relate.
David's been talking about rape since he got here.
Rape.
And you know what?
You know,
Conversations.
that's a song.
What?
That's a song by I Don't Know Jeffrey. That's his name.
I don't know.
It got
Jeffrey?
taken. Yeah, it got taken down off of everything.
What? Why?
It's a very good song because he's talking about raping.
Yeah.
The whole 3-minute song.
What's the problem? What's the issue, dude?
He starts it off by like, "You scared to rape a bitch? I can't relate."
I don't know, man. As Sun Tzu would say.
Keep your enemies close.
As Sun Tzu would say, all warfare is based on deception. Like, you could take any Sun Tzu quote and then just make it relate to any conversation you're having.
Just super rapey.
Sun Tzu, man.
There's two rivers crossing in. It's like, dude, we were just talking about Benihanas.
And then there's my cat. A cameo appearance from my cat Harley.
Yeah, we haven't been potting in a while, and that's fine.
We haven't been potting in a while.
Busy as shit. We're constantly on the road.
We're just constantly on the road. We're just always,
Yeah.
We didn't have any backlogged, and we're just reading too much Sun Tzu.
Oh, yeah, we've been getting into a Sun Tzu kick, dude. Just like you have to make your enemies, their mistakes are now your through line or some shit like that. And I love it.
We haven't been doing as many podcasts, but
we're still hot.
As Sun Tzu would say, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight.
Yeah, we just haven't been fighting.
We haven't been fighting, but we're back, dude. We're back. Now we're choosing to fight.
Yeah, just because we didn't brandish a sword at an open mic.
Yeah. What else is new?
Hey, what's going on in the news?
Well, the tariffs.
Oh,
the tariffs.
Fucking you up.
Oh, the tariffs. Oh, the tariffs. Okay.
They're fucking me up too.
Yeah.
62% in China? That got me fucked up.
I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know why, but I just look at the stock market and I'm like, I don't like this.
Tariffs are bad.
Tariffs are bad. Trump's
Actually,
bad.
I've been getting a lot of right-wing Instagram videos of like white dudes in like polos going like, it's actually a pretty good idea if you think about it.
And
if you don't think about it, it's pretty great.
Yeah. If you don't think about it, it's a great idea. I don't know. I get a couple of those and I'm just like, you're right, bro. I should just chill out, have a beer.
Yeah, no, all of them are like, hey, he's got a plan. Believe in him. Like, give him a second. And I'm like, cool. I guess I'm too dumb to understand any of like the terminology. It's fun though. I'll just get on TikTok and it's like boobs, chick with a thong on.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then white guy just talking to you about like socioeconomic problems. And I'm like, I'm in, baby.
Yeah.
I'm learning something. I'm not just mindlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
There's forethought behind this.
David's the titty man. David's the titty man. Like foreign policy, he's your guy. Harley, no. She's walking on the soundboard.
That's fine.
DJ Harley over here. DJ Harley.
That wouldn't fit.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to do this when we were coming up.
Are we?
Yep. Yes! It's fine. We're just fucking around.
Yeah.
We're just fucking around.
Yep, we got butt plugs in right now, boys.
As Sun Tzu would say, what the ancients...
Rape on the first date. I cannot relate.
To fight and conquer in your battle is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. As Sun Tzu would say. Yeah. So take that.
Welcome back to the Brain Damage Podcast. With your host, David Voss and Jonathan Meyer.
the king of CTE over here, dog.
And the prince of head injuries.
Yeah. Oh man, what are we doing?
I miss us.
Yeah, dude. This is crazy. We didn't even set up the studio today. We just, as you can see, maybe with the lights coming through, if you are watching this.
Yeah, you can triangulate the sunlight and find John's house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can SWAT my home. Don't do that though. I actually have worried about that since recently I've gotten
playing online video games.
Since I got so famous recently, I thought that was going to be an issue.
Oh yeah, that one clip hit 2,000 clicks.
Yeah,
and I'm
dude.
like, I got to change my life.
Yeah, I really thought I would get more opportunities. I thought sponsors would be coming.
2 years in, we're just sponsored by the Pentecostal.
Yeah, just the Pentecostal church. You know,
right off of Richmond Street.
Yeah.
SWAT them if you want. No,
yeah.
Don't SWAT them.
Don't not the Pentecostal church. Go to the
Baptist. They're heathens.
Yeah.
No, we have a good time here. We're very non-denominational.
We're very
podcast.
non-denominational. Yeah, I mean, I've been to a drag show before. That's just. Did I know it was a drag show when I got there?
There's a lot of hot chicks here.
No, I just walked in and yes, I was like, a lot of hot chicks. Why are they all dressed in heels? And goodness, are they tall? Very tall.
That one's got an Adam's apple that I want to take a bite out of.
Yeah. I have been to a drag show. I didn't mean to be at the drag show, but guess what? I stuck around. I stayed. I was like, when in Rome.
I just had a really racist thought.
All right. Well, you've never held back before, buddy.
I won't either right now. I just wanted to announce it off the top.
Okay.
Just
So if you're listening to this and you just
get your clipping fingers ready.
Just if you need to back out now, you can back out now.
So in India, like a drag show, all the women already have mustaches. So
yeah, yeah, dude, that's you were right. That was pretty racist thought. It was a pretty racist thought. What were you gonna do with that? You were like, they probably
just flabbergast John.
They don't
7 minutes in, boom.
They don't have to. Is it considered a drag show if they're not?
If they're already ladies with mustaches?
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Dude, I've been speaking about my Instagram like I'm addicted. Dude, it's nothing but Indian ladies with mustaches.
Really?
Yeah, I saw this one video. She had like the camera really close up, and she was doing this, like she was like slipping a finger into her vagina, like doing the whole thing. And she had a mustache like mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
I guess. Okay.
It was clearly a woman, but she had like the same facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Our boy Moodit back in elementary school, and well, you didn't know him in elementary school. I met him in 3rd grade. Full mustache.
Would he slip fingers into his fake vagina?
Full mustache in 3rd grade.
Damn, some guys have it so lucky.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I'm so excited. Dude, I've not been gushing over this game show this week this hard. I'm so excited.
It's story time. It's story time.
Oh,
right?
it's the Story War.
Story War.
We can't use that name, but we'll find a workaround. I think it's going to be called, like, I don't know, whose story is that, or whose story that be, because Quadus is going to be hosting.
Yeah, Quadus.
Why that story be like that?
Why did that story be like that?
Why come?
Who is? I don't have anything today, guys.
Who be it like that?
Who got that story?
You scared to rape a bitch? I can't relate.
What's that guy up to now?
Quadus? Oh, or I don't know Jeffrey.
What's his name?
I don't know Jeffrey.
How's he doing?
He's still got a blossoming SoundCloud career.
Really? That's cool.
Sorry, I feel like I derailed our conversation with
What
the
were we
racist
talking
Indian
about?
topic. Trans, like, we're a non-denominational podcast.
Oh yeah.
Because you've been to trans shows.
I've been to several train shows.
Train shows.
I have several model trains. I don't have a problem with the trains community.
You can be a locomotive all you want. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, as a kid, favorite show, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yep.
Right here, dude.
All I'm saying
I'm an ally.
is keep these steam engines away from our kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want my kids anywhere near a train when it's moving. That's not safe.
You remember putting rocks on the train lines as a kid? Is that something you did?
Oh, man. I thought you were going to say something really bad. I thought you were going to be like, remember throwing rocks?
At the gay kids?
Remember throwing rocks at the... Jesus Christ.
Trains throwing rocks?
No, I never did that.
Sounds like a porn video that Hamas would make.
Hey, are they still a thing? Are they still around?
They're throwing rocks.
Are they
They're thrown stones throw away in the media.
okay.
Wordplay, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember doing that. With
You
the
never
trains.
put like pennies on the tracks and just let it like squish it?
Oh no,
Dude, we used to like in my grandmother's village.
You would just tilt it up. How do you do that?
You just on the track. It's like
So you lay it flat.
yeah, you lay the penny flat and it fucking smushes it, and then it's like a long coin.
No, okay, that's kind of cool.
Damn, you missed out. We're gonna take you to the train track right now.
We could still do that. Harley's excited.
Yeah, but I feel like it's frowned upon after the age of like 16.
Now if you're watching this, you get a full view of Harley's asshole right now.
Usually it's only me and John's asshole that you guys get to witness.
That was insane. She just full flash. Oh shit, what happened? Okay, I can still hear myself.
Oh, she turned down your shit?
No, it
Somehow.
was just I was playing with the wire, got staticky.
Oh, I didn't hear it. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, trains. What were we
What
on
were we
before we
talking
got
about
derailed by
trains? Thomas?
another?
Thomas, that was good. Thomas the Tank Engine. Great show. I wonder if it's still around.
It is.
It is. That and probably Blue's Clues are my favorite shows.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Blue's Clues man?
I was a Blue's Clues
I didn't know you were this
toddler.
inquisitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really big in the Steve era. You know, I thought Steve was a cool guy.
They changed it to what? Like
His name, he went to college and they replaced him with Joe.
oh, I remember Joe. Joe was goofier looking.
Joe was goofier looking. I guess it was his cousin or something. And
Real nepo baby.
yeah. And then
just fit in right into the ecosystem.
dude, I saw this crazy YouTube video where this geeky guy he takes he makes conspiracy videos, but based on kids TV and kids television commercials. And he was he relate, I guess when Blue's Clues was being made, the guy who
He
played
pieced it all together.
the guy
it all
who
makes sense now.
The guy who played Steve was in CIS. No, CIS. What's one of those investigation shows? NCIS. One of these shows, Criminal Minds, maybe something like that. And he basically played this super mentally ill guy, and they had to lock him up and all this stuff. And then he made all of these where it was Steve is actually just a figment of his character in Criminal Minds. And then he looks at all the clues, and then he...
Of course, there's clues.
Yeah,
There's blue paw prints all over this.
I'm serious. There were some things where it was this. See, the show, it would be in Criminal Minds and be see, this is where he got the idea for Blue's Clues, and this is just him and his... And then having that idea, and then he shows clips from Blue's Clues... It is kind of what the fuck? It was almost like the guys from Criminal Minds were in on it. He has this big red thinking chair, and then in the show he has a red chair that he's really attached to.
Yeah, he sits in it and he's like, "Let me show you my notebook."
Anyway, I think that's pretty sick. I also saw him make a YouTube video about the Cocoa Puffs commercials and how the Cocoa Puffs, all the birds in the Cocoa Puffs world.
Why are you saying it like that? Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs. That's how they...
Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs world, that they're all severely addicted to Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, it's crack rock.
Yeah.
But for the aviary friends that we have.
Yeah. And it's and it's crazy. That the Cocoa Puffs bird, he's been in it since he's been in those commercials since the 40s or something. He's been addicted
See,
Cocoa Crack Rock.
I'm not a Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs?
I'm not a Cocoa Puffs guy.
No, me neither. I don't like...
If any chocolate cereal, I go always chocolate Rice Krispie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it makes the best chocolate milk afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the game plan
I'm
right
not
there.
a big fan of cereal in general. But it does seem like an
Dude,
efficient...
you could funnel it in my ass. I'd love it
You love cereal.
so much. I'm a sweet boy.
Yeah.
You take a bite out of me, get diabetes.
It is crazy that it's like, this is breakfast. It's just a fucking bag of sugar. Yeah.
Sugar and carbs.
Yeah.
That's how you started. In other countries, whenever I was in Romania, they were like, "You eat cereal in the morning? That's what you do."
Yeah.
It just like blew everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Like they have cereal over there, but everybody's like, "No,
You
that's
gotta
like
have
a snack."
You gotta have like eggs or something.
Yeah, no. In Romania, it's like, no, you get a piece of toast, some fucking cheese on it, and then you you smoke a cigarette and drink a coffee.
Really?
That's breakfast. Or a couple slices of tomatoes, a couple slices of cucumbers.
Okay. I don't know why you said it like that, but
Cucumbers.
yeah, no eggs? They don't eat eggs over there?
Yeah, we fuck with eggs. It's just that's the breakfast. Like you just, you get a toast, you cigarette, and you coffee, and you sit down for an hour and a half, and then you go to work for about an hour, and then you go to lunch for like 3.
Yeah.
So nothing gets done ever. That's the European breakfast.
Yeah. Andrew Tate is the hardest working man in Romania.
Yeah, him and President Dostoevsky, or whatever his fucking name is.
Well, how the fuck am I going to know his name?
I don't know. I figured you'd been more reading guy.
Okay.
Reading
David
guy.
definitely sounds like he has head injury now, but
Welcome back to the I Can't Read Good.
I Can't Read Good podcast. I'm your host.
David.
Wait, what was my... Oh, John. Yeah.
I thought you were coming up with a name. You're like, Slim Jimmy.
and this is my partner in crime.
Retard Bob.
Swag Lee.
Oh. Yeah, what's been going on in the news lately other than tariffs?
I don't know. I really don't. I try not to watch the news because it makes me sad.
You don't get pumped when we bomb Yemen?
Did we bomb Yemen?
Yeah, constantly.
Really?
It's constantly being hit.
Why?
I don't know. We don't like them.
Well, just,
They were mean to us once.
what? I don't get it. What'd they do to us?
They're acting all hoity-toity, and we're like, you got to stop that. And then we fucking motherfuck them with bombs.
Ah, man, that's one of those countries. It's tough.
But we limit what kind of big bombs we drop on them. Like the defense budget's like, hey, we can't be dropping like crazy shit on them. Like limited to 50-ton bombs.
Okay.
Which is like,
we're being nice, I guess.
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, we're doing them a favor. That place is a shithole. We're just helping with the renovations.
Yeah, I don't know if that like if a company, if a country doesn't even have AC.
Are you really a country?
Like what are we doing? Like we're bombing these guys. Like they got enough issues. They don't even have AC. I imagine they don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, how do you think like all these scammers? They're like the Nigerian scammers. I know that's like
dial up. I just figured they were just using AOL or some shit. Isn't that still a thing?
Dude, imagine the fucking like you just sent a Nigerian email out, like you just like, I'm a prince, I'm stuck in jail, and then you wait a day and a half.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you've got mail. Dude, imagine the fucking just like, I have done it.
Yeah.
That was Indian. I did this. I am that motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Scared to rape a bitch, I cannot relate.
That's too good. Oh, we're gonna clip that. Send it to Malay Voss, is our Indian correspondent to the podcast.
Our Punjab.
Hey, but I don't know, David. I don't know how I feel about these bombs in Yemen. To be honest, I don't even know where Yemen is.
on the far right of Africa.
Oh.
It's right above Somalia.
Oh, I know where Somalia is.
Hey, it's the Horn of Africa.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where all these pirates
It's
and
where
stuff.
all the pirates are.
You think they're like a bunch of guys? Whenever I first heard of like pirates, I know this is like a South Park episode, but like the first time I've ever heard of like Somali pirates, I was like,
Yeah.
they're still doing that?
Yeah.
Like, get with the times.
Yeah. I thought like when I heard like you could be a pirate on the internet. Like there's pirated movies, people are pirating stuff. I was like, whoa. They're like digital Jack Sparrows. That's pretty sick. Like I was like, I want to be
Every time I download a movie, I got to put on a peg leg.
I want to be an electronic pirate. Like
An e-pirate?
An e-pirate?
An EP, if you will.
Let's put it in the Olympics, dude.
Pirating?
Yeah.
It's just a blind guy with a fucking blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Like I scored him lower because he didn't have a parrot.
Yeah. He didn't have a
Dickhead.
This guy won because he had a peg leg. They say that.
They really the horror community really like commandeered that word pegging. Like it used to mean like
It used to be
it meant something.
right.
Now it's just horse speak for getting your ass torn.
Yeah, now I don't feel comfortable saying the word peg.
Like I peg you for a loser. Like
yeah,
you can't do
say
that.
that. You can't say that.
God forbid, you know.
You think I'm a loser, so you're gonna rape me in the asshole with a dildo? Not cool, dude.
You scared to peg a bitch?
I support the trains community. Okay.
Back to the well.
Yeah. You can't do this to me just because I like trains. I think trains.
I refuse to be part of a train.
I refuse to be. I make myself a train.
Say we go to Colorado, you wouldn't run a train with me?
Wait, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Run a train. Not a trans, a train.
Okay. Like
we're in business mode right now. You guys can't see it on the
like we're gonna be the conductors or
So here's my plan of action, John. You're much stronger than me, so you're gonna be shoveling coal.
Okay. All right, I figured.
That's speak for anal.
Oh no.
Hey,
Yeah.
you wouldn't run a train with me? Me and Mike?
Oh,
Clearly Mike is the caboose in this scenario.
the caboose.
He's got more weight to throw around.
Yeah.
We're just towing him.
Mm-hmm.
No? All right.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're bailing on
If a
this one.
three-way falls into my lap, you're not invited.
All right.
You're out.
It's okay. I'll be running the
Running the door.
train. I'll be running the
You'll be collecting tickets with that little fucking hole punch.
yeah.
You got your little conductor's hat on.
Yeah.
It's like, did you pay for your ticket? Sir, next stop, you're going to have to get off.
Yeah. Dude, look at us doing wordplay. Pirates, trains,
Pegs.
pegs.
Trains. Dude, this is the wordplay podcast.
This is the Wordplay Podcast. I'm your host.
I thought you were going to play with your name for a second, like Jumbo John or something.
Oh, that would...
and your co-host, Deceivious Dave.
Deceivious. That's not a word. Is that a word? Dude, we're so dumb. We're so fucking dumb. Oh, all right. Yep. Yeah, we almost named this podcast the Short Bus.
Oh, we would have been way off.
You could see it. You could see why now.
So what else is in the news?
Yeah, dude. You know what we should do? We should just this is how we test our friendships with people. We just fucking shit on one of our friends. Like just now. We just shit on one of our friends to see if they listen to this podcast, and they'll know. Like, we're just like, dude, fuck Corey. He's a fucking hobbyist. This guy
doesn't even want to be the GM of Secret Group. What a fag.
Yeah. We need to talk a lot of shit about Corey because Corey always used to listen to all the podcasts, and then I doubt he does anymore. And then it'll just be like, I don't know. It'll be funny for us.
Ooh, what can we? Let's bring his kid into this.
Yeah.
His hobbyist kid that doesn't even do comedy anymore.
They are recurring guests of the podcast, and we haven't seen them all year. Corey, his son Jude. Jude's a comedian.
Well, if you could call him that
If you
now.
can call him that now, dude. Like, oh, I gotta go to school, like pussy.
Yeah,
what a pussy,
me and John
dude.
don't even go to school.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're straight as hell.
That's pretty gay. Go to school. What are you, into trains or something?
After we spend 45 minutes talking about trains.
And we support trains. And I have several trains I would consider my friends. But like,
that sentence means you have a couple other trains that you don't consider friends.
yeah, well, I've only met a couple trains. I don't hope Jude doesn't become a train.
I can see that for him.
It's just too, you don't want that life, man. Like, it's
Constantly on the rails.
Constantly on the rails. Combustible. Is that a thing? Probably.
I've seen a lot of trains explode in my day.
Yeah. Like, it's a real thing, dude. It's a dangerous thing being a train. And then you're holding up traffic. You got a lot of people just being like,
they hate you.
They hate you.
Yeah, but this country can't run without trains.
Yeah, some would say. Some would say that. Some would say, some would say, like, I don't know, drag shows wouldn't be the same.
What? You lost me on that one. I thought we were talking about trains.
We're talking about trains, right?
All right, yeah, I guess, technically.
We're talking about trains like Thomas.
That's the only one you know.
Yeah, that's mainly the only one I know with the name.
They all had names.
All of them?
Yeah, every single one of them.
Okay. At the drag show?
I was more of a Bob the Builder kind of boy.
I liked Bob the Builder. I did.
I mean, he was the man. He just build it and fix it, everything.
Yeah. He just did everything.
You know who we should get on the border wall?
The Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to
Tiki,
say
everybody. The whole clan.
I thought you were going to say we need to get Bob the Builder on the podcast. It's like, yeah.
Is that an option?
Can we do that?
Next week's episode is Tinky from
yeah.
What's that? Teletubbies.
Teletubbies?
Yeah.
Teletubbies.
Tinky was the pink one, I think, or Pinky?
Yeah. Teletubbies, every episode felt like an acid trip. You don't even know what an acid trip is when you're a little kid, but
I remember. Have you watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? The movie?
no.
So good. I watched it last night, or last 2 nights, because I just fall asleep halfway through.
Okay.
And it so fucking poetic, but like the whole thing's just drug benders. Such a good movie.
Yeah.
It's you know who Hunter S. Thompson is, right?
No.
Oh shit, I gotta learn you something.
Dude, I don't know a whole lot of things.
Damn.
No.
Wow, this guy. Okay, so let me give you the synopsis of who Hunter S. Thompson is. He's a journalist,
Oh.
but he's like drug-addled, crazy guy. In his later years, he bought a property out in like Colorado and literally had gun fights with his neighbor. The guy was insane, and then he killed himself.
Wow.
Like in his like 80s because he was starting to get like dementia or something. Don't quote me on it, but
So like Robin Williams.
yeah, crazy guy, but like really like poetic. He had like a drug schedule in his like 70s. Like he would wake up in the morning, start off by doing coke, then take the edge off. He would do like
Hunter S. Thompson.
yeah, look at his like drug daily intake for drugs because he was insane. Like he would do like heroin all fucking day.
Dude, this guy sounds pretty fucking cool, man.
Dude, great guy. Read off his if you could find his like drug
Dude,
daily
that's
intake.
pretty fucking crazy. He lived to be that old.
Like he was 70 or something. But very influential, very like he was during like the 60s when like everybody was on acid. Like the start of the movie, which is originally a book, is him high on I think mescaline or something. And then he's driving through the Nevada desert, going to Las Vegas, and he's seeing bats flying around his car. And then he gets to Las Vegas, he pops a ton of acid and then hallucinates in the circus.
Wow.
No, it's a great movie.
You know what Sun Tzu says? In war, practice dissimulation, and you will succeed. I think Hunter S was up to some
A lot of dissimulation.
up to some sun shit. You know?
Yeah, some dissimulation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I gotta check that movie out.
No, check the book out first. I need to reread it.
He wait, what's the book?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute.
You've probably
Is
heard
that
of it.
about him?
Kind of, yeah.
But it's not like I thought that was like the
Dissimulation.
I thought it was like his biopic or something.
Kind of, yeah, basically. If you really think about it and you don't.
Dude, he wrote for ESPN.com.
Yeah. Dude, the guy was great.
Hunter S. Thompson wrote for ESPN.com. What the fuck?
I think he wrote for a bunch of publications.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, very cool guy.
Man, he's a kid. Oh, he was in the Air Force.
Yeah, dude, crazy guy. Just did a bunch of drugs and just like lived on a property in Colorado. He would get into shooting matches with his neighbor.
In
that
Colorado?
Was like in like a mile away. Like they would just like see each other and then they would just take shots at each other.
Was the guy like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Or was he like, oh, fucking Hunter, let's go, dude? Were they like bros?
I don't know, but there's videos of him online of him like getting interviewed for like something, and Hunter's like, hold on one second. And then he goes and gets his pistol and starts shooting it towards his neighbor. He's like, yeah, me and him getting shootouts every once in a while.
That's fucking crazy, man.
That's insane, right?
That's insane.
Once we get old and we get our properties, we need to have like dildo offs or something.
Yeah, we should get a dildo cannon, which we will patent, and that's how we'll get our properties. The dildo cannon.
Let's be honest, we're never getting homes.
No.
We talked about this earlier.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just seems like every time I do well, I'm just like,
There's more bills.
There's more. Yep. Yeah. Dude, speaking of the shootout thing, I saw some video about Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson would always get in like gunfights and duels and shit. And like one time,
I think he won like 40 of them.
He won a lot of them. And his move would be to let them shoot him first, because he knew like once, like if they miss or they shoot me and I live, they're dead. I can headshot them in a second.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. He's just willing to be like, as long as they don't shoot me in the head, I'm all right.
Not to get scientific, but this was before the barreling method was made.
Okay, what is that?
So before, it used to be just smooth bore. Like there was no rifling in the barrel.
Like they had to like.
Well, they had to do that, but like inside there was no like thing to spin the bullet. In every gun now, there's like grooves to where it like spins the bullet, and that helps it. So
he shoots you once, straight. And then he's like, "Oh fuck!"
I don't know if they like in a duel. You're like I think mostly duels were like to see who was a pussy, like just that. Like they weren't killing each other. Of course, like some of them, but most of them were like, "Hey, we're doing a duel at noon, and if you show up, you're not pussy, so we both just kind of win, and we're indifferent now."
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, be here, be square kind of thing.
Yeah, that was like they've always been a part of history. Like English peasants, they didn't have guns or nothing, but they would do duels, and men would have duels against women, and
we still do that, and we win 90%.
well,
of them.
so what they would do is if you had a duel against a woman, you could only use like one arm. Like you had to like tape your arm to your deal, and you would get one arm.
Wow.
So, because the women were at a disadvantage, and so many
because of women.
the murder rate in England in like the Middle Ages, that was the number one way people died.
I don't think that's. I think they had a lot of shit. Like they were dying from like bacteria and like
no more people
and shitting themselves.
A lot. The murder rate was incredibly high.
More than Chicago.
A lot more. Yeah. The murder rate there was like I don't know the stats, but it was like 5 times higher than where the worst murder rate in the world is now.
Wow.
Like your chances of getting just stabbed at the bar were like incredibly high.
Wow. Probably a lot of trains back then too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was the industrial era.
Industrial Revolution is when we got trains.
That's when we got. That's when we got.
They didn't get rights until like a couple years ago.
A couple years ago, yeah. But I mean,
insane.
even in the Industrial Revolution, that was when they had their first drag shows. Yeah, and RuPaul got a lot of inspiration from Industrial Revolution era.
I've been playing Monopoly a long time.
Yeah.
I've never seen like a good train station. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Never seen a good train station. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, and I just go to this train station and I talk to this guy, and then he's like, hey, go rob this stagecoach. And I know what a stagecoach was before Red Dead Redemption.
It's like a really hot train.
No, it's
It's one of those trains where it doesn't have an Adam's apple and like the knuckles aren't very prominent,
Yeah.
It's a train that tricks you, is what it is.
Yeah. What is up? The knuckles being prominent. I've never heard that one.
It's like men have like more,
And
like
women
you
don't.
can look at a man's hands like that's a dude.
And a woman you can't.
I mean, look at a woman's hands. They're like smaller.
I guess I don't really look at women's hands.
Yeah, we'll find a train tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it doesn't
get you a good long look at this.
I hope it doesn't happen when we're late to something. And it's like, here's the train.
We got to inspect the train. These trains are like, they have a lot of graffiti on them.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of art. They like art. Street art, yeah.
I don't know how we're going to make this one work, but
yeah,
let's keep digging.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I thought we had something at the start. I still think there's something there.
A lot of wordplay today.
Because we're a little rusty, guys. We're a little rusty. And
just a hard pause.
It's fun. It's fun to do that.
Just like make it seem like we just cut out, and then we're going somewhere else,
And then we're back. And we're back.
Yeah, that's fun.
Trains
tonight, David Jolly.
Yeah, so
that's gonna be fun.
How are you gonna go about tonight? Are you going? Because I mean, it's too early to go there now after the pod.
No, it'll probably be like 6 something. I'll probably run over to Secret and hang out for a while because they'll probably get in early. And usually how it happens with these people. Not that, didn't mean that.
Whoa.
I meant like the people that we bring in to do comedy at the Secret group because I help.
Dude, that was fucked up. If you Google David Jolly, you'll see why that's fucked up that he said
no,
them.
I didn't. I meant like the.
I know that you meant that. It's just so funny that we're just talking about trains. I actually here's something crazy. I've never actually met a trans person. I never have.
What's a trans?
Okay, we're gonna break the walls here, David. We're gonna
Okay.
break the walls. I've never actually met one in person. Ah, see, that even sounds nasty. Like one, I met one. No, I just see him through glory holes, and like we don't really talk.
And
that
usually
much.
I got a mouthful, so
Yeah.
I can't really like
We don't talk
strike up
that
a
much,
conversation.
I would love to have a conversation.
It's like, what fucked you up?
Yeah, like what happened?
We're all fucked up, but like you're a certain like, you know, like you.
I would love to talk to Caitlin Clark. No, Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah. Oh, Caitlin Clark too, actually.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Caitlin Clark is
She's basically a man, but in like the
Caitlyn-
best way possible.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Clark.
Oh, Caitlin Clark's pretty though. Like she's kind of pretty.
I'd love to meet her.
She's very pretty. You only see her without makeup on and shit. It's like, okay, I
Getting
guess.
hip checked by large black ladies.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. It's white girl's still pretty good in basketball. She's not the only whitey out there.
Well,
The best player in the number 1 pick this year is another white girl. I forget her name.
wow.
Yeah. And there's another white girl in the WNBA who's like really good.
See, ladies, if you put your mind to it, you can be on an inconsequential athletic program
Athletic organization filled with a bunch of lesbians.
that gets
You
funded
could
by
too.
the men. No,
I do think Caitlin Clark is changing up the game. I think like it's more profitable now since she came in because she has that much star power.
I really don't.
I mean,
don't-
the fact that you know who Caitlin Clark is,
Yeah,
you don't know sports at all. It like,
Do you know who Oliver Lang is?
maybe if you reminded me, I know Artie Lang.
No, Oliver Lang, the best paintball player that has ever lived.
Oh,
See, I know things too.
yeah, but I don't know. You probably know like the best League of Legends player too.
What's his name? Faker.
All right,
Yeah.
you could just be bullshitting me right now.
No,
man.
Faker is the best. Like, he's a mid laner for TSM. He's got a fucking mean Vagar and Ari.
Yeah.
2 characters. All right. Well, that.
But I don't understand what you're saying.
League of Legends is pretty gay. I don't play it anymore.
I'm not picking on you,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Why
I
is it
just
gay?
feel self-conscious, like, stating it out loud, like League of Legends. Like, I love it so much.
Yeah.
I jack off to the feed pictures of the characters.
Now you just use Baldur's Gate, right?
Oh, Baldur's Gate. Yeah, some nice bear cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate. No, I've been playing a lot of Drug Dealer Simulator. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
new
tell me
fucking-
about this drug dealer. I watched some videos of guys playing. I was like, do I want to get this? It looks kind of neat. I've always
Dude, I've
wanted to
been
be a drug
sinking
dealer,
hours into
but
it.
I'm too good of a kid.
This is the perfect, like, dude, you can make like different drug recipes by like mixing like green crack, the weed, with like gasoline and batteries, and make some like other shit, and it like turns people retarded.
Yeah, dude, I think that's what I got into in high school.
Green crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, green crack was the best.
Yeah, I don't know what it was,
Blue
but that's
Dream.
pretty fucking cool, man. So so you start off with weed, now you're selling meth.
Yep. I've
Okay.
been making this shit called LA Death,
Okay.
and it's turning motherfuckers green with like taser effects all around them, making them super retarded.
Oh yeah. And so do you ever get to like level up to cocaine?
Yeah. It just takes so long because you need to like work the system.
Okay, so then it takes
So you need to grow cocaine first and foremost.
you can't grow cocaine.
Yeah, you
I mean,
can.
coca leaves?
Yep, you grow coke, like the coca leaves,
Mm.
and then you clip them, and then you put them in this big cauldron with gasoline, and then that mixes all together, and then you do some other shit. You put it in a baker,
Okay.
And then you sell it. And then you mix it up with other shit and you sell it for even more. And it fucks people up.
And then maybe after that you can go to heroin.
They don't have that yet. But they are going to be adding other drugs into it, like MDMA and shit like that. And then gang wars. There's going to be some like cartel wars kind of thing that they're going to be adding. There's going to be fishing in the game. That's going to be sick.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yeah.
What?
Speaking of cocaine, I remember having this argument with either you or Mike about like Coke actually being in Coca-Cola.
It was.
And I was like, nah, it was the extract from the leaves. It wasn't actually
but they didn't refine it until afterwards. Now they still use that extract, but decoked.
Yeah, but I got an argument. Maybe it was you. It was like, but it wasn't actually the substance cocaine. They
would mix the leaves in the tincture.
It was the leaves. The leaves are less strong than actual cocaine.
The guy who made Coke was addicted to morphine. Then he made a recipe of wine, cocaine, and something else. And then started drinking that. And he was like, oh, this fixed my morphine problem.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, so there was clearly an addiction.
You just trade an addiction for another addiction.
It was like, this stuff's healthy for you because it's wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, they didn't know anything about anything back then. Like, really. You know,
they know what we know now.
It's crazy. We could be like actual doctors back then.
Whoa.
You and me, we could just start our own practice and we'd be better than most of them.
He's like, I'd still make up a lot on the job.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, obviously we would have to because we wouldn't have Google. Our phones wouldn't work.
It's like, oh, this guy's been shitting blood for a week. You're dead. You make some plans. Tell your loved ones.
Here's what I need you to do. You need
to spin around in a circle for 3 minutes.
Drink a lot of salt water.
Yeah, that'll fix you up.
We're going to dehydrate you. Yeah, that'll help, right? I don't even know what they do for dysentery.
Fuck, we would be dead.
Yeah, we wouldn't make doctors back then either.
We could probably figure it out, though.
We probably figure it out.
It'd take us a minute to get our doctorate, but...
Yeah.
But I think we would get there. We'd be potato farmers one day, and then the next be like, we're learned men.
Yeah. Potato farmers.
We'd make every recipe about potato, like fix. It's like, you're going to have to boil potatoes for 30 minutes, not eat them. Give them to me. Drink the potato sludge.
Where did they first grow the potato? You know this?
I think there's
you don't know?
I don't fucking know. Ireland.
It was Peru.
Why? How do you know this?
I'll tell you how I know this, and how you should know this. It was. I remember.
Did you call me a stinky potato farmer? Is that?
I'm calling you a retard because we were in retard class at Pin Oak, Miss Meek's class. And I remember doing a crossword puzzle, and then like at the end, like you get to figure out where potatoes are made, and it was like Peru. Like, what the fuck, Peru? It was either Peru or Chile. It was one of those.
So you don't know either.
No, I do. I know more. I know I was closer than you.
Yeah, Ireland is kind of my first guess because, you know, a lot of them died because they didn't have other food, which is an insane thing to happen to your country.
Yeah, I was right. It was Peru. Go with your first instinct, John.
Yeah, Sun Tzu.
Jesus Christ. Sun Tzu, dude.
That's one of Sun Tzu. Potatoes come from Ireland or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
in
Peru.
War, no, if an enemy leaves the door open, you must rush in. That's what Sun Tzu says.
Yeah, that's all about potatoes.
Dude, between 8,000 and 5,000 BC. Pretty crazy.
Black people?
That doesn't even...
BC? Matt BC?
Black people. Oh, yeah, that's an inside stuff. That's inside stuff. If you know Matt BC, he's a rapper.
A Houston rapper, Matt BC. Check him out on Instagram. check him out on. He's actually on this week's game show.
He's
and
on
I'm
this week's
very
game
excited
show.
about it. I've not stopped giggling about it. He just sent me in his stories. They're insane. I had to tweak them a lot
Okay.
because they are so much the stories need to be so like open ended to where it could be either me, Josh, or him. You know.
So who reads off the stories? Is it
Quadus
Quadus?
is gonna, yeah, and Quadus ain't the strongest reader.
No. Neither
So-
are you, though.
Yeah, but I can get through it. Like we'll do a test run after this potty that we can figure a business plan out.
You and Quadus?
No, yeah, I was just gonna read out the stories.
Oh.
I mean this won't come out until Sunday probably, but
So you think you're going to read them off?
maybe, I don't know. Dude, I have this one story of like, all right. So me and my cousin went to my aunt's house.
Okay.
Because we heard rustlings of kolaches being available for us.
Oh.
Right? We showed up and my nephew had the last kolache in his hand. Right?
Yeah.
Me and my cousin immediately started physically assaulting him. Just haymakers. And he's running around the house. The whole thing ended with him crying underneath the pool table and me and my cousin splitting a kolache.
Oh, man.
Winners win. That's Sun Tzu right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Enemy leaves the door open. You rush in.
Yeah, we rushed in
First of
for
all, dude,
kolaches.
that's kind of on him, man. You got to down that bitch quick, you know. I that was the first thing I learned about growing up with a brother, bro. Those appetizers get on the table, you better get to it. You know what I mean? Or they're not going to be there, dude.
I remember this specifically in my head. Him underneath the pool table crying, trying to bite into the kolache as I'm holding it back his arm.
What type of kolache was it?
It's cheese sausage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if you don't know what a kolache is, it's just basically a hot dog with
It's not
bread on the outside.
It's not that. It's so much better than that.
Oh yeah, you're from the Czech. You
No.
know more about the kolache game than I could
So
ever.
this was a Houston kolache.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, no way in Europe they're eating that shit. Except, mate, I don't know. You just told me like Romanian breakfast is a slice of bread and cheese and coffee and a cigarette.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
basically
did they have air conditioning?
barely. No.
Jeez.
You leave an a window if you want it
Okay.
to cool down.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, like kolaches are supposed to be these little beautiful things with either fruit or meat.
So
But it doesn't
Danish?
have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's similar, but it's a little different.
Is it open faced?
It's open face. It's like it looks like a little
Like a
surprise. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, my mom made those types with like cherry kolaches, and then she'd also make like poppy seed kolaches, and those were nasty. But now I bet if I ate them, I bet they'd be delicious because I'm old.
Yeah, and you love heroin.
Yeah, I love heroin. Yeah. I'm old, dude. I noticed today I have a lot, like I'm getting a lot of white hairs.
Yeah?
I'm getting a lot of them.
Yeah, I can see a couple.
Yeah.
I thought that was Harley's like brushing up
No,
on her
dude,
face.
I'm becoming a little silver fox over here, man.
Damn, I can imagine you with just angry all the time.
If I'm-
just
dude-
silver hair.
Bro, if I'm getting like this,
You're not 30 yet.
I'm not 30 yet. Like
Dude,
if I'm
what's
getting,
comedy doing to us? I'm going bald, you're getting gray hair.
dude, like that's like if I'm getting this many at 28, I'm like, dude, by
You're done.
35, I'm gonna be.
You're cooked.
I mean, as long as I keep it, I can always dye it.
You're gonna dye your hair?
Yeah.
You just for men's it?
Yeah, and not
You're
too
gonna
much.
dye the pubes too?
Yeah, I haven't seen any on my pubes at all. So what's up? So what the fuck is that?
What's up with pubes?
So what the fuck is that? Aren't the carpets supposed to match the drapes? You know? What the fuck, man?
Google some fucking geezer porn.
Yeah, I think every one I've watched, they're pretty gray.
They have a thick thatch of just
No, I've had people tell me is like, oh, I see a couple over here. I was like, I've always had grays since I was in high school. Like I always had grays.
Really?
Yeah. But now, like just like this week, I've noticed a lot more. Like I've noticed a lot more. I'm like,
Bitch, you better be.
I'm like, okay, maybe this. At first, I would always dismiss it because I was like,
"Fuck, did she just do?" Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I would always dismiss it. Like I've always had grays, but now I'm starting to notice a lot more. I was like, shit, man, I'm stressed. Like,
Damn,
get out of here, Harley. What you doing? What you doing, girl?
he's being a nuisance.
Dude, she's a
5
cat.
minutes in, and she's like, "No, it's done."
Let me fuck this up for you guys.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. I was just like, I guess, but by the time I'm 40, I'll be like fully.
Dude, I was losing my hair in high school.
Yeah.
You know what that does to a person?
It sucks.
I used to be good looking. I used to look like a fine gentleman.
Dude, why don't you go get the fucking plugs, man?
That's expensive.
Is it? It's not that expensive.
It's pretty damn. I mean, eventually, dude, I want to I want like cheek implants.
Dude,
I
you
want to
can
look
go to
insane.
you can go to Turkey and it's like not that much.
I think
Couple
it's almost funnier if I go full plastic surgery face and get like hair implants.
Yeah.
Just like big ass Steve Harvey like smile. I'm gonna have to get my mouth redone, like my lips and everything. You got to.
I think if you just had hair, I think your whole look would change. I remember that deal Mike sent of like you with hair. You had this beautiful,
Just
like,
luscious
hair. I was like, I need David.
I had your hair. In that photo, I had your hair.
I need David to look like this. Like,
damn.
Yeah. When we go to Romania, we'll make a stop in Turkey. I'll get beard implants.
That's what you need. I'll get pube implants just for you, just so it doesn't gray out quick.
Yeah, yeah.
It just. All right. 56
That's the
minutes in.
Choke City podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and watch my stand-up clip on the same channel.
Yeah,
that this is posted on. Check it out if you haven't already. Maybe you did. All right, play the music. Send it off. Love you guys.